in the Middle East is something where conventional provocation will happen much more often, because people will assume, and by the way, wrongly, that they have an Iranian nuclear umbrella. So you will have much more radicalism, much more conventional wars. The whole region will change. As I said before, the world will change. And in this world with 50 nuclear countries, Israel is much less safe. And the Palestinian problem is dwarfed in... By the way, I'm a unilateralist. I believe that Israel should have withdrawn unilaterally from most of the territories and unilaterally divided Jerusalem.
But that's a different story.
So the issue is not that I don't recognize that there is a problem, but this problem we can deal with. The problem of Iran and the change in the region and the change in the world is beyond the scope of what Israel can do. There are limitations to what Israel can do, and therefore we are not in a position where we say, here is a problem, and if we do A, B, or C, this problem will go away. And therefore I'm so concerned about the enormous implication throughout the region and in the global context of Iran becoming nuclear.
Okay, I'd like to have your wrap-ups. We're almost done.
I think the strength of a country depends on its government and its policies being in tune with the reality. The government of Israel being concerned about a nuclear Iran is absolutely logical and understandable, and we expect no less from them as citizens of this country. However, we have to put things into context here. A nuclear Iran is a danger, however, it's not an existential danger. What is an existential danger is the issue of the Palestinians, is the fact that there was a recent report there was a recent study in Tel Aviv University that by 2040, 78% of all Israeli children are either going to be Arab or Haredi. Who is going to defend Israel if we're still in the settlements and we have not solved that issue? If Israel wants to talk to Mr. Abbas, it's not up to Iranians, though, Professor.
There's no point in talking to him because he doesn't represent anybody.
Again, if Israel wants to make peace, it's not Iran that's stopping them, it's the government policy. No. So I think we have to address the Iranian issue. However, we should not take our eyes off the ball of what is happening in Israel, our point of view and our policies regarding other countries and also domestic issues.
Okay, Yossi, what would you wrap it?
Well, I'll wrap it by saying that Israel can fix its problems, which are mainly domestic. We should try to reconcile with the Palestinians in a sincere way, not in the way this government or even the previous government have been dealing with. And Iran is far away, it's a problem, but I believe that Israel is strong enough that can handle it. And, Netzach Israel lo yishaker. I am 60 years old. I've seen it throughout my life, and I'm sure 20 years from now, Israel still will be in the same position, more or less.
Okay, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on the web and here in the panel. And until next time, that was a Leadel.net live webcast. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.